Hello everyone, it's your boy Ender Steve. I'm back again with a new video. As you can see, I got two farms behind me. One is the first generation, and then if I can move over here, that's the second generation, and then this is the final third generation, which I am very happy with. It is an auto food cooker. As you can see, it'll cook sheep, cows, and pigs all in the same little chamber. At first I thought maybe it could only be cows and sheep because they're the same size, but then once I added the trapdoors down there in the killing chamber, then it became a pig cooker as well. It did create some issues with the cows and sheep, but I found a workaround for that, which is the two levers instead of buttons. But yeah, let's get into it. Let me just grab all the blocks that I used and I can do a nice little tutorial for everyone. Some glass, some half slabs, dispensers. Let me just do that for now. Get that, and then I'll come over here right next to this one. As usual, I always like to start with my collection chamber. I like having it be very accessible, pretty much as accessible as it can be. Put some trapdoors on top, and then just go around the outside, the left and right side, and the back with glass. Next, what you're going to do is just put two half slabs right there. The trapdoors will catch the XP, stop them from getting stuck in the hopper, and I did also forget that you will get a very tiny amount, but the XP will drop down into the water and flow down into here. Killing chamber, pretty much. This is the old design, but same thing, basically flow down to here, and it would get stuck in the hopper before, but now it won't. But anyway, let's continue. You're going to put another two glass blocks on each of the longer sides, and then on the two 1 block sides, you're just going to place two dispensers on either side facing in, and this is where your levers are going to go, and then you're going to want to place just one lava bucket in each. We got another one. There you go. So that's the first 3 layers done. We're going to have to bring our collection chamber up one more. This time it's going to be on the front and sides instead of the back and sides. And we're going to leave the back open just like this. And this will be where our baby mobs will spawn, or will flow, I guess. Now we're going to move on to the flushing chamber. This is where the baby mobs are going to fall down into and get pushed by the water into the collection / killing area. What we're going to do is on these two highest and also furthest back blocks, we're going to place 2 on either side, making it a 6 by 1 line, or a 6 long line, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically, we want to make this into a square, 6 by 6 square. So we're going to add 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add another 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is actually going to only be 4 because we have this other line here. And there we go, we got our 6 by 6 square, and just go ahead and fill that in. Very quick, very nice. So you can see over there we do got a wall, so that's what we're going to do right now. Going to start placing our 2 high wall just all the way around this entire, all the way specifically around. Don't place it on top of this box that we already made, our 6 by 6 box. This is going to go all the way around it. I don't like the corner blocks. I don't like to have it unless it's just for aesthetics. Since I'm just doing a tutorial, I'm just going to take it off. And there we go, we got our nice little, what did I call it before? Flood system, collection system, something like that. But anyway, you're going to take 2 buckets of water. It's the only amount of water you're going to need. Just one on this back left side, that's the front, We're gonna go all the way to the back, all the way to the left. Put that one bucket there. Put this one bucket there. And then I'm actually gonna put these corner blocks in, because you see that raises that up. It doesn't do anything functionally, but it does make a little bit more sense just because of how it looks. So I actually am gonna, you can see over here it's very drastic. I don't know why the water would do that right there. Make those corners. I guess I left that corner on. There we go. Now that's pretty much everything. We just got a few little things to do. I'm gonna go ahead and delete everything out of my inventory. Gonna grab some fences, some trapdoors, and then I do need some leaves, and the leaves are kind of important. So leaves are gonna go right there, and we have those leaves because the baby mobs, once they are in the water, especially flowing water, they will really try and get out any way they can. So they'll jump around, they'll jump out of the water, and for instance, when they fall off of this ledge, they will always be jumping, so they kind of push themselves into whatever this block is, whatever these two blocks are. So if it's glass, for some reason, even if it's glass, they'll still take some suffocation damage. But leaves, I know for a fact you don't take suffocation damage, so I put 2 leaves there. Sure enough, they didn't take any suffocation damage. None of them would die if you did put glass right there, but they would take a little bit of damage, which might mess with the killing section of this farm. So now that we explained that, we're just going to go along the front of this, come here to the back just so we can stand and crouch, and just fill in this whole area with trapdoors. Make sure it sits flush with the top of these glass blocks. That way you can actually close these and turn it into more of like a breeding pen, and then when you actually want the babies to fall down into the water stream, then you can actually open these guys up again, and it will now be a auto cooker again. So that's good for survival, just because let's say you don't have like 12 or 14 or 16 cows or whatever you want to put in here to spare. You'd bring 2 in here. After you built it, you'd bring 2 in here, you'd close all these trap doors, and you would just breed them that way. Put a fence around here, and then just breed them up. Then when you're ready to actually cook, actually get some cooked food from this farm, you would open these up, breed some more, and the babies would end up just falling down here into our little chamber. Just gonna make sure, yeah, we got everything set up. Last thing is just gonna be the oak fence. Pretty easy. It just goes around not this glass ring around the entire thing, but it goes just inside of that ring, and that's so that the pigs only have space that they can fall through to walk around in. If I put the fences right there, for instance, they would be able to kind of stand right here, and it would take them a little bit longer to fall down, waste a little bit of time. It's not really too big of a deal, but I like it this way. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and spawn all the different animals that I said before. So we're going to do cow, pig, and sheep. Just going to do 2 of each. So there we go, we got 2 cows, 2 spawn pigs, and 2 sheep. Now I probably wouldn't recommend using sheep or llamas as food because they don't drop any food, but I'm almost positive that it would work with them too. And if it doesn't, I don't think it's that big of a deal. So here we go. Oh, how did that happen? Alright, so that right there is definitely going to be an issue. You see the llama, I guess, just wants to keep jumping. None of the other mobs that I've put in here do that. Oh, yeah, see there he stopped. Let me see if I can yeah, see now it doesn't work with llamas, unfortunately. they're too tall. There we go. Anyway, I'm gonna get some food for these guys. So I got wheat and carrots. I'm just gonna show you how this guy works all together. So those two are breeding. Let's get these pigs breeding. There we go. So all the animals right now. Oh, this llama stayed alive. It's got a lot of health. The pigs kind of, I don't know why, but the pigs always seem to stand right there, but you just walk around the outside of the farm a little bit and they'll fall down. So now we got all three of these guys in here. Eventually he'll stop jumping, as we found out before. Get that little bit of XP. And then I'm actually going to grow these guys up. Nice thing about this is it doesn't kill any of the babies. I'm just going to let that run. Oops. So you can see all the babies are still chilling there. They know not to jump if there's lava above them. But that is that. And then let me grow these guys up and show you how this works. And show you that it does work for all three of them. Alright, so now we're going to clear this out. Clear this chest, clear our inventory. So basically you're going to have to want to do this on both sides. So flip that guy up. You're going to have to click it 4 times as fast as you can, pretty much. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see how he raised up a little bit? If you use signs... Siri, Siri, stop it. Sorry about that. I don't know why my phone just started listening to me. But you saw him jump up a little bit. I put the lever on there instead of the button because the button takes a second for you to be able to reactivate it. Whereas the lever, you can just reactivate it right away. So you click it 4 times and it... I don't know why that pig didn't die the first time. Anyway, you can see that we got cooked mutton and then the cooked pork chop because the sheep and the pig were on the right side. And on the left side, you see we got our cow here. He wasn't really burned by that fire on the right side. So we're going to do the same thing 4 times as fast as you can. Whoops. Let's see. So yeah, I got the leather that time, but I didn't get the cooked pork chops. Let me do that again. And that is the one issue with this farm, is just that you have to click it 4 times pretty rapidly. So a lot of times I end up just spamming it and I may click it the wrong amount of times. Let me just let this guy grow up. Alright, he's probably on the right side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, really quick. So there you go. You see how it burned him, but the lava was eaten back up by the dispenser really quick. And now, yeah, we have 2 leather and then the 1 steak. He only dropped 1. So yeah, this is the whole thing. Let me show you if you want to, like, let's say you only had 2 of each in here and you wanted to turn this into a breeder like I was talking about before. Just go ahead, open every single one of these, or I don't know, I guess close every single one of these. It'll be a little bit difficult with all these guys in here, but if you're planning on breeding before you start using it as the actual farm, just leave them closed before you put your animals on. It'll be a lot less pain. So now, whenever if you were to breed one of these animals, obviously there's no space for them to fall through. So they would just chill up here and they would end up growing up into adult animals, turning into breeding animals instead of baby animals. And then you could just go ahead, open these bad boys up again, and then it's an auto cooker. Semi-AFK auto cooker. But honestly, this is one of the best farms you could have in your world. You could put it right underneath a huge, you'd need a bunch of trapdoors, but if you had, say, a big pen that was full of a bunch of different animals, you could, as long as it was just sheep, pigs, and cows, and you would have to figure out how to get the water to funnel all the animals into one area. But technically you could make a huge pen and just have the collection area underneath over here a little bit and have all of the babies just funneled down but this is all you really need. I'd probably recommend probably 6 of each, I would say. So that's 18. They won't have a lot of room to move around, and it may be tough to get some of these inner ones. You may have to jump up around here, but it's not really big of an issue, especially since a lot of the other cow cookers that I've watched videos on, they either just don't work because they use mobs jumping up in water, which I don't know why, but PS4 edition it seems to be a little buggy with how that works. You'll get like 1 or 2 babies every once in a while, but it's not 100%. It's probably like 50% that you're gonna be able to reach the actual cow you're trying to get to. Especially when they're jumping around in water. That's the big issue. So this, it doesn't have them jumping around in water, which basically fixed the issue with those types of farms. And I also put in these leaves. You know, this killing chamber is my design too, with the trapdoors. But yeah, if you like this video, definitely give me a like. Tell your friends about me. I'm a new channel. I definitely know my way around Minecraft a little bit. I'm going to be doing a bunch of tutorials, all for the PS4 edition, which there's not a lot of YouTubers doing. So, you know, if you got any homies playing on PS4, they're playing some Minecraft, just let them know about my channel and they can have some sick farms on their survival worlds. I'm gonna do a bunch of creative stuff, let's plays, stuff that's less about learning, more about just having fun, all that stuff. But yeah, this is Ender Steve. I'm signing out. Hope you have a good rest of your night.